Morning, everybody. I am back doing a live even after just doing craft roulette last night. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I flopped craft roulette. I didn't really like my card, but that's okay. You just get back on that horse and keep riding, right? You just keep crafting. Solid. Hi, Amy. Hello. Good morning. So I figure this is my last chance at Valentine's. And I have this kit that I haven't gotten to use yet on my public channel. I've used it on my members channel, but not my public channel. And I'm going to make some 5x7 cards today. I think they're going to be pretty quick. Hi, Kathy. And hi, Gigi. And so, yeah, I'm going to make these cards. So this is a kit from Sweet Pea Curiosities. And I was looking at this. I had originally printed this to make like little mini journals. But then I looked at it and I was like, I think these could be 5x7 cards. And I measured them. And that is true. Because this is 9 1/4. And this is just under 7 inches. So they'll be a little smaller than a 5x7, but it will fit inside of a 5x7 envelope. And I love that. So this kit is made by Sweet Pea Curiosities here. Right here. And it's really cool. It comes with a whole bunch. I didn't even print all of them. I never do. I never print everything. I just print what I think I'm going to use in a project. And I love these tabs. So what I was going to do, see how like the tabs, then this is a bottom one. I was going to make a little 3 tab journal with them. Something simple, something small. But then when I discovered that they could be 5x7 cards, I was like, maybe that's what I'll do. So I have enough of them printed that we could do both. We could make a little journal real quick, and we could make 5x7 cards. I have got to recover from craft roulette. I had the time of my life. I absolutely did. I love Mary. I love the Chatterbox. I just didn't love my card. I felt like I kind of flopped my card, and it wasn't a normal card, so I felt bad about that, but whatever. Here's my card in case you missed it. I did a collage card. I do like all that gold that's in the painted papers. The couple is lovely. I don't know. It's just a little. So, Amy, guess what? Are you talking about Tsunami Rose? You are talking. Okay, I can see because you're talking about Faith Printables. I think she opened back up her own personal website. Let me use my phone. TsunamiRose.net. Okay. And if that is the case, let's all look together. I'm looking it up right now. If she is back and TsunamiRose.net is back, I am going to do a dance. It's back, y'all. It's back. Oh, I'm so excited. I messaged her and was like, you've got to bring back your live, your TsunamiRose.net. I mean, she's just has the best printables. And I was so sad when Prayer Junk Journaling, there it is. I don't know if she has everything uploaded here yet, but there's obviously plenty. It looks like most things are on sale between $2.50 US dollars and $5. Oh yeah, she's got pages of her Faith printables back up. The Grief Journal, got that one. I don't have this antique Easter one. Let's just look at it. Good morning, Sharon. Hi, Francis. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Alicia. So yeah, she's back. I'm so excited. I need a messenger. Oh, I love this one. I want this one. Okay. Okay. But let me get to crafting. So this kit has these adorable cut aparts. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. I had the best time with everyone, but I felt like I flopped craft roulette. I felt like my card was a flop, but that's okay. It happens. That's what improv, live card making, and crafting, it happens. It just happens. And that's okay. I'm going to embrace it. Okay, what I love about this kit is kind of everything, but I love this red twine that is in it. But yeah, so I felt like I kind of flopped, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get back on the horse. I'm going to do another live. I'm going to craft again, and I might, you know, just go. So let's make first a couple of cards. Let me just get a couple. I don't need a bunch of these in cards anyways. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I only printed these single-sided. So I am going to back these now with some paper. Well, thanks, Sharon. It just, you know, I knew I was stepping outside of the norm with it, but I don't know. I just wasn't overly pleased with it, like myself. I don't know how many of these I have. About to find out. I've got one of these, it looks like. I'm going to cover this with just some random papers, okay? Don't need any more printables. I have all this random scrap paper that I'm going to use to cover this. Now, obviously, I don't need to go edge to edge because the card is just right here. So a couple of weekends ago, hi, Function of Light, and hi, Amy. Oh, I'm so glad it was inspiring. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to hear that. I don't know. I'm a highly sensitive person, and I think I just get in my head when it's done, and I'm like, oh gosh, why didn't you do something normal? Okay, let me glue this down. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted something, because this is not our final layer. This is a background layer, okay? So I wanted just a collage-y looking background with music paper. Oh gosh, my husband's calling me, which probably means the solar guy's on his way. Great. I was gonna try to beat him. He's got to turn off my power today for a minute. I don't know how long. He was late yesterday. I was hoping he'd be late today. We will go live as long as we can. So let me hustle. At least if we get one card made, it's a success. But I would love to make one of the mini journals with y'all too. Okay, so that's it. That's the back, or the inside of our card. And I probably should have glued it a little better, especially on that seam where we're going to have to fold. I know, I don't think about making the greatest card. I know, you have to get out of your head, get out of your way. I wanted to do collage really bad last night because it's something new, I felt like, for that crowd. I mean, I think it's new for a lot of card making crowds. And you know, I know there's just every kind of card maker on Craft Roulette, which is what I love. And so I really wanted to do something new, something different. And I did want to inspire people who maybe they're new to card making, or they're just watching, you know, because with Craft Roulette, a lot of people are just watching with their families. So there's children and husbands and all kinds of people. Well, they may be drawn to making a collage card. It might be less intimidating for them. Like I could see my son easily being like, oh yeah, I can do a collage card, you know, or whatever. Whereas dyes and stamps and coloring and all of that is maybe less or more intimidating. That was my thought process. So let's see. I don't know where my squishy is. Okay, well that's all right because I think the solar guy's coming. I hope you guys have some fun plans. Is anyone celebrating Valentine's early, like this weekend? I figure probably some people are. Yeah, Sharon, I like to do, you know, I like to do new things when I go on Craft Roulette. I like to try to, because I like all the things. I really do. And so I like to exercise the many facets of this fabulous hobby that is amazing. And yes, I'm cutting off this tab because, well, this is a card and I need to fit it in a 5x7 envelope. Okay. My glue is still wet, so it's not cutting great. Okay. I'm not keeping the tab. I'm not keeping the tab. I'm throwing the tab away. There. Okay. So there's that. And then I had cut these I had print these pages two to a page. Okay. So this is what it would look like normally. Happy Place Crafting. Hi. Hey, Karen. I know exactly, Karen. Collage always takes me back to my childhood. I used to collage a lot when I was a kid. Amy, you're celebrating on Tuesday. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you're right. I get that. That makes sense. Okay, so this is also not, look at the difference of not photo paper, same kit. Now, look, it's a white paper, but look at how different. Make the investment. If you're going to do printables, make the investment in photo paper, y'all. That is the difference from like typical copy paper, the cheap stuff, to photo paper, which is, we'll just say twice as much, depending on where you buy it and what brand. But look at the difference. I have to point that out. Okay, but I printed these 2 copies to a page, which shrink it down because I wanted this to go inside of the card. So that's what, this will make 2 cards, this sheet. Also, if you're buying photo paper, I've been trying, because everyone always asks me, and I do promote a lot of printables, so I should know the answers to your questions. Everyone always asks me, what paper do you use? What do you like? What do you recommend? And so I've been trying to figure that out. And one thing that I highly recommend is getting a double-sided photo paper, because if you're anything like me, keeping it straight as to what side is the one you want to print on and which one isn't is difficult. So I definitely recommend a double-sided photo paper. Okay. Let's see. Let me get my distress ink. I want walnut stain. You guys, what a difference. Yeah, big difference. Huge difference, really. And it's not the printer. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it must be that printer she's using. It's so good. It's really usually not so much the printer as it is the paper. So I use a Canon, it's like an EcoTank. I can't remember what Canon calls it. But basically, I refill these tanks of ink with a bottle of ink. I don't use cartridges. The ink lasts for so long. Like I print probably, I don't know. I don't even know. Let's just say I print 20 pages of full color a week. And I don't have to fill my ink except for once a year. It's amazing. Really, really love it. But I don't have the top of the line Canon. I have a basic model that was about $200. And it does a good job. I'm happy with it. All right, where's that thing? There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and round the corners on this since these corners are rounded. Just a little something. Tie it all together. I'm also gonna try to find some red string real quick. Hustling, hustling. Here we go. Yes, I love this. Okay. My glue is not really wanting to come out because it was left open. Alrighty then. Luckily our solar guy has to drive from San Antonio. Maybe he just left. I mean, I want him to come because I want my day. Oh, look what it says. As we kissed and said goodnight. Are you kidding me? Y'all know I wasn't paying attention. I love serendipitous crafting. My friend went to Mardi Gras and did not get a shoe, so I went to Goodwill and bought her a pair with blue velvet. Ooh, shoes. Nice, Sharon. Channel your inner Bitty Penny. You do that. Just warn the others around you. Let them know. I'm just inspired by a crazy lady. I'm not a crazy lady. All right, let's get this scored. I am going to score it because she's a little thick and some of the glue might still be drying, but we don't have time for all that. So I'm just going to score it. Okay, good morning, Linda, sweetheart. How are you? Hope you're feeling good and doing great. Oh, we're going to need to score that a little more. Okay. Like I said, she's thick, especially with this photo paper on there. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't really want to score it with this. This is not really a scoring tool. I don't want it to like crack my paper or something if it's too harsh. It's got a sharp edge. That would be sad, but we would just ink it and move on. Okay, so see this red thread? Some of them have more red thread than others, but I think it'd be really pretty to incorporate some red thread on this card. And let's look at the ephemera here. I think I'll give this one to my mom. So let's see. Ooh, like let's maybe do some of these. Oh, that's really cute. She would like she'd like all of this. Ooh, I really like this too. I'm gonna cut out one of these. Oh, thanks, Gigi. And see how fast it is? How How long have we been on so far? We've been on 19 minutes, and of course I've been gabbing. So yeah, it's a fast make. When you get, you know, y'all know how it is. You get something that's well designed, and it makes our job as crafters a whole lot easier. It's like the sheet load. Alicia's done all the work. It makes our job easy. I loved the sheet load so much this year, or this year. Well, I do love it every year, but this month was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I always think it's fun. Get some small fussy cutting scissors here. Yeah, right. Ooh, I get to hand deliver this card. So that means I can really bump it up on dimension. Maybe we'll add some flowers and stuff. I'm not getting terribly accurate on these scallops. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to hit it with some ink and it'll be fine. It was so funny. The solar guy wanted to finish yesterday, but it was cutting it too close. They were a couple hours late showing up in the morning. And then craft roulette was going to happen. I was like, sorry, dude, you are not shutting off my electricity. No, sir. You are not interrupting craft roulette. Teach you to show up to my house late. Bless his heart. They are a wonderful company, and he was a very nice guy. He just didn't know. He didn't know. I love Valentine's. I love celebrating the people we love. See that ink? Like, I didn't have to cut it out perfect. And yes, I darkened it quite a bit, but that's okay. I really liked this piece too. But I also love those girl. Ooh, yeah, I got ideas. Okay. I really like this piece. I love these printables that you get some idea about like how to layer from them, but yeah, I like that. That's so sweet. Okay, and then let me look through my hearts and let me look for red thread. Let's see. Oh, look what I found. So easy. All right. I also found this stuff. I broke my spending freeze for this, so might as well get that out. Okay. Oh, flowers. That was the other thing. That was the other thing I was about to look for, but that could cause an avalanche. So we'll just see if maybe these Dollar Tree ones will work. We got options. I like this middle color of thread. I don't know where I got this. It could have come from anywhere, you guys. It's just red embroidery floss. Hot tamale, that's our color right there. Oh my goodness. Where does this go? Okay, I kind of, what I want to do, let me think about this. Think. My mom really hates tying ribbons and bows. When I make her a junk journal, I cannot give her like a ribbon closure. It drives her nuts. So I have to design this in a way that she doesn't have to tie it. All right, all right, all right. I think I have an idea. Okay. And let me catch up to y'all's comments. Hi, Kimmy girl. Hey, sweetie. How are you? Paula Rice. How are you? You have to finish your sheet load cards today. You used it for Valentine's. That's so perfect. I used mine for Galentine's. Absolutely. All right. Let's just poke a hole right there. And dig, dig, dig. Here are these. I'm doing little ones. Looks like it's going to be purple. It will probably barely even be seen. And nothing's wrong with a little purple. Purple and red always look good together, I think. And I'm not switching my setting on this thing because I don't want to, but that didn't do a great job. Let's just try that again. That's what happens when you don't follow the rules. Do it right. Okay, fine. I just don't know how this goes. I've never bothered learning it. I just turn it and pinch it until I get a result that I like. Oh, my brand of crafting is chaos, but it works for me. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, let's put, I'm putting this ribbon through here, but I'm not gonna make it like a tie closure. I'm just gonna put it through, thread it, knot it, leave it. Probably have to knot it quite a few times so it doesn't pull back through. Okay. Yeah, like that. Oh, I think it needs one more knot. My mom and I have the same defect where it's like, she's had it since I was a little girl. I've just developed it in the last few years where you just break things without even trying. So I need to make sure she can't break it. But what I'm thinking is then I could punch a hole here. Huh. Let me think about this. Yeah, okay, let's just try it. I mean, it's paper, right? Well, hello, Tracy. How are you? So good to see you. I'm making some this is my last ditch at Valentine's. Just making some stuff up over here. And hello, Kristen Hunter. How are you, dear? Who else have I missed? Natasha's here. Natasha, is it tax season or what? Because I have not been seeing you. And I know you work. I know where you work. So I'm thinking it must be, they must be keeping you busy. Can you put in a good word for me at the IRS so I don't have to pay so much? I bet everyone you know asks you that question. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Tracy, I feel like I flopped on craft roulette last night. But, you know, I had fun. That's all that matters. It happens. It happens. You do something crazy, you get crazy results. Okay. So I like that. And now what I'm thinking about doing is poking a hole here and running it backwards. So let's do that. I'm totally making this up. Obviously, y'all are all like, yeah, we get it. We know you're making that up. But I think it's going to work. Ooh, the rain is starting here. Yay, I love the rain. I was talking about it in a staff meeting the other day. Can y'all believe I manage a team of people? Anyways, I was talking about it in the staff meeting the other day, and one of the girls was like, oh, it's raining. You must be so happy. And I was like, oh, yeah, I sure am. And they were like, you like the rain? And I was like, oh, I love it. Like weeks and weeks of downpours and like months. I can handle it. I love it. And they all laughed. And I said, yeah, I basically like horror movie weather. And but I don't like horror movies. Okay, so now I'm threading this back through here. Okay. And then I think I want to finish it off over here like that. So I basically want the thread to run a couple of times through the front is what I was hoping for, and through the back like so. Oh, it went over the area where we write. Okay. Well then, let's see. Hold on a second. Ooh, we're getting a really good downpour. That's awesome. Polarize. Thank you for all your encouragement, sweetie. I know Miss Gigi's here. Joanne, you snuck in. Hi, how are you? I mean, you didn't really sneak in. I was just busy crafting, but hi. Okay, so if I go through there, and I go through here, can I make it back across this front panel? I think I can. Yeah, I most certainly can. I wonder if I can make it to this back panel. I didn't even, y'all know I didn't even measure this string, but that was perfect. That totally worked out. Yay. Okay. Now I need to knot this a bunch. I'm actually going to knot it. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just going to run it underneath there and knot it that way. Like that. Okay, cool. And I like that it's kind of tassely like that. All right. I think we're done with this card. Well, no, we're not done. Sorry. Take that back. Let's do the front now. I had pulled out this piece and this piece. Oh, Tracy, by the way, y'all's digitals, you guys have got to go check out Mindless Crafting. Tracy has been putting out amazing digitals that I absolutely love, and I really wish I wasn't on a no-buy, but I think they'll be available when my no-buy ends, and I will be taking advantage. I kind of want to use this Dollar Tree lace somewhere in the card. Isn't this pretty? I really like this. Let's just put 3 little hearts. I love the number 3. It's my favorite number. Number 3. Let's just put 3 little hearts on the inside down here. But oh, Tracy, that kit you have, I watched the policy envelopes last night and I didn't comment because I was trying to go to bed, to be honest. But I absolutely love that kit, and you've made journal covers with it, and it's just awesome. But I love all the stuff you've been making, the stuff that you color, the stuff that's already colored. Just so excited. Okay, now I'm going to put these up here. I kind of want to put a little love stamp right there. I had one that I got out last night. Let me find it real quick. This one, let's see if there's something small enough. I think that love will fit on there. Okay. I was just looking, this card's for my mom, so a lot of those sentiments just don't jive. They don't work, but this one does. Love works for everyone, right? Ingrid. Oh, cool. I have some no-sew journals coming out. Did y'all see the flip-flop 6x6 journals yesterday? The prayer journals I made? Those are a blast. I'm telling you, You've got to try it. They make up really quick and they're so much fun. And why is my hair right there? Oh, I just love them. Okay. Aw, I like this. Okay, we made a card before the solar guy got here. Jessica S. Hi. How are you? Good morning or afternoon. Wherever you are, evening. Tracy, when's y'all's next, speaking of evening, and then I thought night, and then I thought, if you again, when's your next mindless crafting at midnight? If y'all didn't know it, mindless crafting actually does craft at midnight, Eastern Standard Time. You went to Scrappy Shack? Gigi. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you tell him I love him? Oh, that is so cool. Okay, we have a card. And I like that lace is peeking just a little bit. If I had even seen that or noticed that. Let me see if I can take it up. I can. It's still wet. I'm going to have it go down a little bit more. I like that peak, how it's peeking through right there. Let me just do this really professionally here. Let's do this again. Debbie J, hi honey. How are you? There we go. For all my channel members, by the way, Crafty Squad and Dream Team, I have your video coming out this weekend. Keep an eye out for it. It's our Matchbox journals and cards. Looky there. I really like this. Okay, let's move on. That makes me happy though. I wish I could remember how I don't even know if I'll be able to replicate this whole string thing again, but because I know the solar guy's on his way, I want to go ahead and tackle these. Feel like it's risky, but I'm thinking about tackling this little journal real quick. I'm going to turn the pages over because I didn't print on the back of them. And I'm going to do what I did on my other card, and I'm going to glue some papers down. I'm going to collage them. Those guys are so much fun. Okay, don't read, just glue. Glue. And I'm just going to grab scraps from my scrap bin, just right here. I've got all kinds. Some really pretty ones too. I like these bigger ones because we have 3 of them we need to cover. Ooh, this is pretty. This is a jelly print. Let's see. Just digging through my scraps. Y'all know I've got them. I have a really fun scrap busting video coming out, you guys, with my cinch and my scraps. Y'all see me do something like it before, but I'm going to do it again because that's how it goes. Cindy, hello. Oh, I'm so glad because I felt like I completely flopped that one. I guess we are our own worst critics. I just wanted to do something fresh and new, but I just didn't feel like I can do better. That's the thing. It's like, you know, you can do better. Okay. So I'm just trying to get these little journal covers in the back done. By the way, Cindy, if you're just getting here, we have made a card, so you might go back and watch. I made this card just now with everyone live. So fun. All right, but now I'm trying to beat the solar guy and get these little things done. Let's see. Those are too close. Okay, let me get more scraps. Here's one. Let's use this one. Cool. That'll cover a page, which is all I need. And a glue stick. Sherry, hello. Who is Tracy? Tracy is the queen of mindless crafting. There is a king too. His name is Bill. And they are just amazing. I cannot say enough good things about them. I love them to pieces. And they have a shop, an online shop called Mindless Crafting, but they have a channel called Mindless Crafting on YouTube. They have a Facebook page. And the Mindless Crafting community is one of the most positive communities. They're so amazing. If you have never seen one of their lives, then I'm sorry. You got to go catch one, even if you catch a replay, because they are so uplifting, encouraging, and dynamic. I don't have any other way to say it. They're just absolutely dynamic. Let me tell you how good it is. I schedule lunch breaks for a live. I can't do it all the time, but I try to at least every other week schedule my lunch break so that I can be live with Mindless Crafting. That's how good it is. So they make cards, journals, lots of cards. They do card drives. That's how we met. And I don't even think Tracy knows this, but I found Mindless Crafting during the pandemic. They were doing stamp releases. And that's how I found them initially. And I loved their stamps because they were very different. Very representative of my family, and I just really liked it. Paved with stars. I love that. Paved with stars. Our future is paved with stars, you guys. Believe it. All right, so that little cutie is done. Let's get some more scraps. Goodness knows my desk is flooded with them. Wow, these are really pretty. I don't even know what these are from, but these will totally work. I'll rip out some book pages. I've got my Beatles book here. Don't worry, it was falling apart. But I gotta watch the Beatles. Those cheeky fellas have cuss words, and I don't like that in my projects. So we'll just hope for the best. And if I see something, it'll get covered. Okay, so we're not going to worry about it too much. This is a leftover recipe from when I did my collage with the Super Mom's nachos for my Mexican collage. I'm not going to worry about tearing that too much. This is a race, y'all. Wish paper, Sylvia, how are you? When do you sleep? Well, that's a great question. We're all wanting to know. Well, welcome to the life of a perimenopausal woman. Maybe you've heard of it. I don't know. I guess sleep is for the young, you know? I've heard of this thing you speak of. No, I really try to. Here's the thing. I have been trying to develop good sleep habits. And I try to sleep at the same time every night. I try to go to bed. What time is that? 9:30. I'm pretty geriatric with my bedtime. And then I wake up at 5. And I have to do that because it's the only way I get to craft during the week is if I do that. So that's why I have that kind of sleep. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? My friend sent this to me. It's painted papers. She went to a really cool workshop, and it was just a painted papers workshop. And then she sent me some, and I have been hoarding them ever since and trying to reproduce them myself. Painted papers is really fun, you guys, and you don't have to have a jelly plate, although I will say that makes it even more fun and cool. But I need to release a video for you guys. I've got hacks for people who don't have jelly plates but want that look, and I really need to I need to film the video, obviously, and put it out there because not everyone has jelly plates. Okay, had this something over here like this. So let's put it back before I forget. Another thing I've been trying, you guys, so I've been trying to figure out what paper, printer paper, I can recommend. Great. Do not want that to be sticky. And glue sticks. So far, I like the Elmer's Extreme, and I like the Scotch one. What is it? Craft Bond or something like. But I want to try the Target one. Has anyone here tried the Target Up and Up? I think it's Up and Up. Whatever their name brand is. I really don't shop at Target that often. They have a glue stick. It's their Target brand. And I keep hearing really good things about it. So I'm curious. I am curious about it. And in a month, I'll get to try it for myself. But I thought I'd ask you. In case you've already tried it. I did find one. My kids had this school assembly and they were giving away glue sticks. And we had already bought like glue sticks for their, oh, there's the thunder. Woo. We'd already bought glue sticks for their school supplies, so they didn't need it. So I got to inherit those glue sticks. And they were like from a business company, what was it called? Business Essentials, Business Supply Company. They were really generic, but man, those things were good. And I know they had to be cheap. I just wish I could find them again. Because, I mean, they were good. And then my kids took the Elmer School ones to school. But they were bought by the district, so I know they had to buy them in bulk, and they were so good. They were good glue sticks. The thing that I don't like about glue sticks is like the environmental impact of throwing away plastic over and over and over again. Because they don't, you know, they go quick. They go quick. Do y'all remember rubber cement glue? They probably still make it. I remember it from my childhood. Perfect paper adhesive that we used back around 2000. Yeah, Paula, they probably changed the, you know, the recipe or just the ingredients have changed so much. I bet that has something to do with it. Okay, we got another page covered with scraps. Yippee! All right, last one. Bring in some more beetles. This paper is really pretty. I've got more of this. Again, I don't even know what project I used that on. It's a mystery. Oh, here's my little, this is not a squeegee, but I'm going to use it like one. I might have to go back after I've like folded this and glue down certain little edges, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. That can be done later. Let's see. I'm just looking on my desk for scraps. This pretty tree. That's from a collage I was working on. My Mexican collage. Ooh, there's another piece of that. No. Man, I wish... Oh, this is like a Bo Bunny thing or something. I only know it from that. Okay. Oh, when I miscut some things. That's right. Just talking to myself. Paula. Paula, start with your largest pieces and work your way down. Try that. When you're trying to do like a masterboard. And Paula, did you see my stacked and whacked? If you saw my stacked and whacked, cut all your paper down to the size you want. So if you want 4.5, what is it, 4 1/4 by 5.5, cut it down to that size, like 4 or 5 pieces, stack them on top of each other, tear them, and then piece it together like a puzzle. I think that is the easiest way to cheat your way through, it's not cheating, but to work your way through like a masterboard kind of look. See, so these are my smaller pieces. I need to disregard those for right now and work on my larger pieces first. And I'm going to need another large piece. Here's one. I'm not going to worry about that little hole, that little branding strip hole, because that can be covered. I'm going to tuck this in up over here. You know, we are our own worst critics, Paula. I bet your stuff looks good. You just can't see it because you made it. You know? I think I have some random, I do. I have these 3 sheets of random, like, Valentine paper. Let's use this one. It's really coming down. I like it. The rain outside. Okay. I need something else here. That none of those will work. Ooh, look at this fun piece. This is Dina Wakely. Oh my gosh, Dina Wakely is going to be at Scrappy Shack, y'all. Tell you what, I need to win the lottery, because if I win the lottery, I'm still going to have a YouTube channel. I'm still going to craft just a whole lot more. And then I'm going to travel all over and meet all my crafty friends. I'm going to Georgia, and I'm going to hang out with Tracy and Bill, and going to Scrappy Shack, and I'm going to all the places. Gonna go hang out with Paula in Georgia, and then I got T over in Alabama. I used to live in Alabama, y'all, for a little bit. Just for a minute, just for like 6 months. And yeah, I really need to win the lottery so that I can go hang out with Mary Gunn in Missouri. I can go hang out with Call Me Crafty Al. That's what I would do. That's how you know you found the right hobby, is that if you won the lottery, you would still do it, only more. I think that is the sure sign of being in the flow with your hobby and enjoying what you really love. I was telling my son this morning, I was like, hey, I'm going to jump on and do a live, because I got to get back on the saddle. You know, I kind of feel like I messed up last night. So, you know, you just fall down and get back up. And, but I was like, but you know, my hobby, like, this is my hobby. This is like ranked like number 4 in my life. I have it positioned correctly. I know where it lands. It's in the number 4 spot. My family, my faith, my actual job that pays the bills, all those things come first. Yes, Alicia, let's meet at Mary's. We should probably fill her in, but yeah, I think she'd be ready for it. She invited her whole family, so we should do it. I really want to do it. Even if I don't win the lottery, I still want to do it. I want to go meet with Debbie and go to Creativation in New Orleans in March. Like, that would be awesome. I'm still leaving it as a possibility. Someone on her live said, start a GoFundMe. When we were chatting about it the other day. There's just so many of you. And, you know, I was making my Galentine cards the other day, and I was just like, I mean, if I had the time and everyone's address, I would need like 1,000 of these. There's just, I just love all y'all so much. This is totally a squirrel moment, but I am really dreading the grocery store this weekend, y'all. One time I thought when my kids were little that I would go grocery shopping during the Super Bowl, because we don't watch it, football. We watch European football. We watch soccer, but we don't watch American football. And so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go to the grocery store during the Super Bowl, because I'm sure everyone will be at home watching the game. Oh my gosh. There were people, the lines went all the way to literally the back of the store, from the front of the store to the back of the store. And I was like, mental note, never shop on Super Bowl Sunday again. Have y'all ever experienced that? Wow. Yeah. Okay, let me just play with this a little bit here. Okay. I know this is not how I originally laid this stuff down, but that doesn't really matter. I'm taking this piece out. Just throw it anywhere, and I'm doing this. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm so sticky. But yeah, I just love Dina Wakely, y'all. And Dina Wakely, to me, is one of the biggest supporters of small brick and mortar scrappy shops, like scrapbooking shops, scrappy shops. She knows them all by heart. Like, she knows, you could say, Dina, where's a scrapbooking store in Georgia? And she'd be like, well, which city in Georgia? Because I know about 20. And she could name them all off and tell you where they are and who the owner is. And I just love that about her. Plus, I love her art, but I love that about her. How she supports those small businesses. I'm the same way. I want to support people out there chasing their dreams. Okay. The blokes. Oh boy. Okay. We did it. We did that much. We got the backs covered. Oh, these are going to be fun. Let's start cutting. Must beat the solar guy. I'm going to crack up when this live is over and I check in with my husband. He's like, I was just calling to tell you he's not coming. And I've raced through my live trying to beat him. That would be hilarious. That would be a bitty penny move. Sure, Gigi. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, we have tried the like delivery and the curbside pickup, but produce is a huge part of what we buy, and they just don't quite do it like we do it. Because we eat a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits, I kind of buy things that are like ready to eat now, ready to eat in 3 days, that kind of thing. And it's hard to get someone to do that for you. Okay, so there's one of our little covers. Let's do another. I wish I could have my head on a swivel and cut and read at the same time. I have to stop. Yeah, Sala, probably. Yeah, this is the week to order groceries, I would say. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna brave it. It's so funny because my strategies rarely work. I found Tuesday mornings are a really good time in our area. So we might just have to like, might just have to wing it till Tuesday. But then that might not even work because of Valentine's. Ooh. It's a double struggle this week with the Super Bowl and Valentine's. You guys, have y'all ever grown orchids? My brother and I were together and we each bought an orchid plant, and we've been growing them. Like, he has his at his house, I have mine here. I have always admired them so much. I had no idea how easy they are. Anyways, I saw orchids at the grocery store, really gorgeous ones for Valentine's the other day, and I was like, because the one I have is small. I just bought a small one because I was sure I was going to kill it. And I didn't want to kill something like a big plant that people had been nurturing for years. So I just got a small one, and thought it wouldn't be too much of a loss. But it's alive. It's blooming. It has like 5 flowers on it right now. It's so happy. Right now it's hanging out in my kids' game room. My son opens the window for it each day to let it get its light. And he's liking it. He likes having that really pretty plant in his space. Something to distract him from video games. I'll take it. Okay. For anyone who might just be tuning in, hello, welcome. I am using a kit, a digital kit that I printed, and it's from Sweet Pea Curiosities. I am on their design team. And yeah, so that's what I'm using. It has these cute, it has a lot of stuff in it, but so see how these line up, my friends, with the tabs? Isn't that fun? Okay, let me score them. They're pretty thick. Sometimes, oh, Gigi, I think it was you, or was it Paula? I think it was Paula. But when you're making your masterboard, some people don't like to mix the weights of paper. So if they're using thin pages, they only want to use thin pages, or if they're using like cardstock, then they only want to use cardstock. I just thought of that because that might be something that was throwing you off when you were working on yours. Just a thought. I don't care. I use it all. I mix it all up. I don't pay any attention because I figure that's kind of the point. when it's just collage like this. Okay. This is so thick though. I'm gonna have to score on both sides. You guys, we're gonna do a no-sew binding real quick. We're gonna do a tab binding for these. Okay. Are y'all familiar with a tab? Terry, hello, my kind of neighbor, a couple of cities over. How are you? Okay, don't worry. Like, see how this kind of is right on the seam? Glue will fix it. Don't sweat it. That's normal. That happens. Because you're just, well, I'm just haphazardly putting this paper down. So, yeah, that's fine. Look at that little sweetie. Let's do it again. Uh-oh. I didn't cut out my... all right, I'm using my brain. I'm thinking. Tab binding. Kim in Alaska. Good morning. What time is it, Kim? It's... Bless your heart. You try to catch my lives in the middle of the night sometimes. Tab binding is really fun. It's a no-sew way to put your journals together. And I think it'll just look good with this kit. I think it'll be complementary to the design of this kit. So get this going and I'll show you. You can do it with anything. You can do tab binding with cardstock, tab binding with fabric. You can do it with absolutely anything you want. I really wish this part of the tab was showing, but it'll show when it's this way. It just won't show when it's this way, but that's okay because I like this too. Alrighty. And it's just a method of adhering. I haven't done it a lot. I'm sure y'all are going to see me. We're probably going to struggle a little, but how do you get better? You practice and you just keep doing it. But it's not hard. It's a real simple concept. We'll go over it right now together. Okay. So here, this is a sturdy little book. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to tab bind this together, but I need pages in here first. So let me think. I think what I'm going to do is use some of this floss again. And I think I'm going to put my, because I want to keep it no-sew for you guys who are like, no thank you, I'm sewing. I get it. Slow stitch is kind of my arch enemy at this point. People are like so sweet and giving me tips and trying to help me. And they're like, oh, I can help you. We can do this. And I'm like, I don't think I want to slow stitch anymore. But yeah, I think I'm just going to bind this with this thread. I really love this color, this hot pepper color. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to put my pages in with. Now we just need pages. It's okay. Everything's fine. I started to tell y'all earlier and then I squirreled on it, but I sat down. I didn't sit down. I got into my kitchen with a whole paper pad and I tea-dyed the entire thing. One Saturday or Sunday, one weekend. I just committed myself to tea-dyeing an entire paper pad because I love these for my junk journal. And I love this even more now that it's tea-dyed. What I will tell you is it's chunky. It takes up a whole lot of space. But this Good morning, Tammy. Hi, Jessie. How are you? Oh, it's 6 a.m., Kim. Okay. Those images are from Sweet Pea Curiosities. This paper pack is the one that you get 180 sheets. It says cardstock, but it's really more like copy weight paper. Anywho, let's use this. Let's use some sheets from this. So we'll grab this one. This is where my rough, when I made the card. So you guys who are just tuning in, we did make a card already, this one. And see, this sheet is from here. That's where that came from. Okay, so you have to go back and see how I made that card. Let's use some dark pages because that might be something that's a little intimidating, but we can work through that. It's not a problem. And then let's grab some like pink. We don't need a ton. This is just going to be a little fun little project. It doesn't have to have too much going on. Ooh, I like this red. Let's keep going. Let's bring in this color. It's kind of like a peridot. It's hard to see, I can tell, but we'll use that one. Okay, let's see if that's enough paper. So I'm going to cut my paper down so that it's ideal for my paper and not necessarily just perfect for this project. And what I mean by that is these are basically 5x7s. So, oh, okay, they're 4.5 by 6 3/4. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to make my paper 6 inches tall. Okay. Because I can get two, move this down, sorry. I like it when y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so basically I cut that down to 6. Yeah, I think we're just gonna make this 6 by 6. Well, those will be 6 by 6. So let's do a different measurement on this next batch. Let's do these a little differently. Let's even change the height. I'm gonna make it 6 1/4. Okay, and which means this one's not quite 6 inches, right? It's 5 3/4. And then let's cut this down to 8. Because when that's folded in half, it'll be 4 inches wide, right? Okay, so we've got some variety going on here. Let's cut this one at 6 1/2, which again means this one's shorter, but that's okay. We like different sizes. And then I'm gonna do, it really doesn't matter, 7 3/4, sure. So I'm having these scraps left over, but these would just be great for master boards, card making, whatever. I'm not gonna sweat it. Okay. Who's with me? Y'all still with me? Oh, Natasha, bless your heart. I don't want you to have to work today either. Boo. Ugh, especially during tax season. Okay, let's do 8 1/4. This will be our widest. Wait, just got to get my numbers right again. So we got 6 3/4. Yeah, that's fine. And then 4 1/2. So that means it could go up to 9. So we'll be fine. We'll do 8 1/2. These will be our widest pieces then. All right, and now these I'm going to fold in half. This is our biggest page. Oh, my blade, I just replaced it like last week and it's already looking hairy on thin paper. Okay, so put these in there. We might need more. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, these don't have to be super thick signatures. Jessie, me too. I love Dina's. I've watched those so many times. During the pandemic, Dina was trying to keep people entertained and cared for emotionally through her crafting. And she went through all of her products, explained how to use them. She explains how she draws faces. Oh, I loved that series so much. I have watched it. I go back and revisit it when I'm just like, you know, I have scribble sticks and I never use them. I'll go back to her 2020 series and watch them. Hey, we have this 6x6 paper. Let's throw that in there. These will be cute. Can I put them on a diagonal? No, not that one. I could put this one on a diagonal. Let's fold it on a diagonal. I think it'll fit. Yeah. Okay, we'll do one on a diagonal because I like variety. My husband always says it's the spice of life. Then we'll just fold this one. Not even quite in half. What else can I throw in here? Let me look through my scraps. Oh, I don't know if Tracy from Not Afraid of Color is here, but she was doing kits, and I'm sorry, I'm behind on y'all's comments. It wasn't moving. It was like stuck. She was doing kits for a while. And she had this one with these pages that I absolutely love. And these were just now in my scraps, so let's use them. I need to, I'm sure, cut them down a little bit. And this will be the last thing I add, okay? And then we're going to put these journals together. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. All right. I know I have a paper trimmer right here, but I don't want to use it because all the other sides of this are torn. And this one's not doing it. Let me bring out this one. It's because this is a thick paper. I printed this on a pretty thick paper. There we go. That fit almost. I kind of like it hanging out the top and the bottom, so I think I'll actually leave that, but I'm gonna trim down the sides. Okay, let's go this direction. Bugs, Mediocre Arts and Crafts. Oh boy. They add the texture, huh? It's like mixed media. Paper and cat hair. Oh, that just brought back a memory. So my husband was in a French hip hop band. Okay, well, some of the members of the band were French and lived in France, and then some members were American. My husband being one, and they used to tour Europe for like months. Oh, I miss them so much. Anyways, one time they stayed at someone's house who was a hair collector. I'm sorry, if you collect hair, I'm not laughing at you. I mean, I just don't understand it. I'm not laughing at you. It's just a hard one for my brain to fully accept. Okay, but this person was a hair collector. And it was a little weird for my husband. It was it was a little strange. They stayed with him for like 3 days while they played in Belgium or somewhere. I don't remember where they were. I don't remember. I'll have to ask him where the hair collector was. But my husband had dreadlocks like down to his waist, and they really wanted some of his hair because they were like, oh man. Because my husband's Jamaican, so they were like, you're Jamaican, you have dreadlocks, you're in a hip hop band. Can I sample your hair? I'm sorry. Again, it's just so funny to me. But hey, we all have our things. I collect craft supplies ad nauseum, so it's okay. But yes. Oh, he had the best time telling me all about that. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? All right, y'all here. Have I lost you? Okay, let's put these little journals together. We'll stop talking about that now. Okay. They made art with it. I'm sure the art was really interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's make these little bitty journals. So our pages are going to be different heights, different widths, right? I'm going to put this taller one back here. Then we've got this little one. I'm going to flip this one because I want a center page. Oh, I'm putting way too many in here. Hold on. Hold the phone. We've only got 3 of these to make. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. My dog is snoring. Can y'all hear her? Okay. I'm going to have to obviously trim off the 6x6 that I folded on the diagonal. Let's see. Let me put one in. Oh, that one already had one of these. Does it have one of those? It does. Okay. All right. Let's do this again. Let's put this little one up front. I think this is the biggest page. Let's hold on. There, I like that. You could definitely count these out and make sure that you're putting the same number in every journal. And every signature of the journal. I like the pages hanging out of the top and the bottom. I just think it kind of works with this mixed media look. So I'm going to let that stand. This one needs something hanging out. So let's put one of these in here. This one has the most paper though. I like this dark piece. I'm going to put it back in. Here's what's the beautiful thing. Yeah, I like this bit hanging out the top. Oh gosh. Did he give him the hair? You know, I will have to ask him. I don't remember. My husband is really, he's the most positive person I've ever known. He loves everybody, and like he embraces just everything with such positivity and love that he probably did. He's probably like, all right, here you go. But then at the same time, I don't know if he'd give him his hair because he's kind of like, that's such a sensitive thing. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him. I don't remember. It's a good question. Okay. So this is the top. This is next, and then this one. And that way all of our tabs go together. I want to try, and I've got so many stories, y'all. Let's see. Why won't, I guess it won't work. Well, shucks, we'll just figure it out. I'll make it work. I'll just trim them with my scissors. Is that right though? I don't feel like that's right. This goes back here. There we go. That's right. Yeah, I'm just going to trim these with my scissors because for whatever reason, it's bothering me that they're not rounded more. I like that better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And we'll do that over here. Okay, that one's fine actually. And then, but I need to do this one. This is so wonky, I can't handle it. Speaking of wonky, I am excited that Wonka is coming out digitally. We loved that movie in the theater. All right, those will work. Now, let's put it together. So the first thing I'm going to do is just tie in my signatures. This is called a flow journal. When you don't sew in your signatures, but you just kind of tie them in with string or whatever. And that way, it's called a flow journal because the pages aren't permanent in their arrangement, and you can add things, move things around. And I love me a flow journal because I love the impermanence and the ability to customize as you journal, you know? I love that about a flow journal. So now our pages, they are secure in there. They're not going to fall out. They're secure. But you could move them up or down. You could take this piece out and put it somewhere else. They're shifty. They are shifty, but I love a flow journal, and they're so easy. Anyone can do it. And I wanted this project to be like that. I wanted it to be something that anybody can do. Yeah, you know, Kristen, that is a great point. I really don't want to laugh at people. I don't feel good about it, being a hair collector or anything, because, you know, I work in the arts and collectibles world is my actual job. And, you know, they used to have lockets with people's hair. When someone would pass, they would keep their hair in a locket. Abraham Lincoln, there's a lot of lockets with his hair or his log cabin in them. They would make artwork out of the hair and put it in lockets. Lockets of hair are very valuable from people like Benjamin Franklin and these different people. People when would clip their hair when they would have a viewing or something, or family members. I mean, and that's, you know, that's interesting. It's interesting. If I'm remembering correctly, these people used the hair that they collected to make like their own paintbrushes, and then they matted the hair on the canvas and painted over it with their hairbrushes. Like, there was definitely a thorough process there. It's just funny. I can't help it. I always laugh at awkward things that are awkward for me. It's wrong, and my family does not love it. But I tend to laugh when I feel out of place or something's just crazy or whatever, or I can't process it. I laugh. In fact, I was actually telling Mary this story this week. I was with a friend in San Antonio down on the Riverwalk, and then we were walking back to our hotel, and a fella tried to mug us. He brought a knife out. He tried to mug us, asked for our wallets, my purse, and I laughed at him really loud and boisterously because that's how I am. I laughed at him so loud and so hard, and I'll never forget the look on his face. He was so confused. he was so like disheveled by me laughing at him trying to mug us that he ran off. He didn't take my purse. He didn't take my friend's wallet. Like, he was just like, he couldn't process it himself. He couldn't process it, me not processing, and ran away without the goods. And my friend was just like, okay. I guess that just happened. He said something to that effect. It's like, yeah, I guess so. You know, I'm glad it went that way. It could have gone much worse. I hope that that makes that fella stop and think before he goes to do that another time. Don't mug people. They might laugh at you. Okay. So, tab binding. Oh, bye, Gigi. Have a blessed day, sweetie. Have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know, Paula, like, I hadn't planned on it. It's just what my body did. It's how I respond. But I really try not to as much anymore. Tab binding, my friends. So what we're going to do is we're going to bind this first little folder to the second folder. And how we're going to do that is with this piece of cardstock folded over like this. Okay? So I'm going to bind it at the top. I'm going to take another piece. These are not measured. You can measure yours. But I'm going to bind it at the top and the bottom like this. Okay? So let's do that now. And then what I'm going to do is, since these will be bound together, the next move is to bind it like here and here to the back. And this isn't like a course in tab binding, obviously. But this will bind your journal together, your signatures. So I'm going to put a liberal amount of my professional PVA bookbinding glue on here. Dr. Shrub is trying to get a hold of me, bless his heart. Don't call me on a Saturday morning, y'all. Okay. Then here. Okay, and I'll put this up here at the top. And I decided to put my thread on first and my signatures, obviously, so that my tabs can kind of secure that as well. And so I moved all of my little closures at the top too, because I just kind of wanted them to be like a tassel here. Okay, so I'm going to let that go. And now I'm going to bind here and here to the back cover. So we'll get another piece of this and this. In fact, I'm going to get two darker pieces and tear this one down a little bit more. Okay. Like that. Now they're not going to show on our front cover. What we're going to do is between these two covers right here, this is where these are going to go. They're going to go right here and right here. Okay, I'm going to separate them a little bit just so I can get more space here. Okay, then what these do is, this is my third signature here, and I'm going to bend these here. And now we have, when I have these glued, we will have our journal done. And that is a success. That means we beat the solar guy. Okay, here's the other thing. I didn't know if I had it right, but that was a luck. I'm going to separate my string. So I want this string here, This string goes on this one, so I want that one in there. And then I want my strings on the back end, which they are. Okay, so I'm gonna glue here real quick. And like I said, with tab binding, you can use like lace or fabric. I just want to use paper because it's just easier, it dries faster, and I'm in a live. So, see that? And now this one is going to go over here. Okay, and just make sure everything's aligned. Okay, are y'all following me? Is this making sense? Probably. That's probably right, Jesse. He probably thought she's laughing because she's loaded. She's locked and loaded, but I'm not. We don't have guns. We don't do that. It's just not our thing. But I did grow up in karate and I don't remember any of it. Oh my gosh, we had like the toughest karate instructor. Richard Chaffetz, I think was his name. Whew, he was no joke. Aw, look, you guys, we made a journal. A little Valentine journal with tabs. Let's look at it. I haven't even looked at it. Hopefully it got my signatures all in, right? But that's the cool thing is that, see, if you don't like it, with flow journals, you can take this out and move it around, but I liked it there, so I'm going to put it back. But that's the cool thing. If you get a keepsake, you know, you can put it in here. You can put tickets and love letters and whatever else you want. But look, we made a journal with no sewing. And I like it. I like this little journal. I love it because you guys were hanging out with me while I made it. Hey, Angela, how are you? Denise, hello. If I've missed anyone, I'm so sorry. I've just been chatting. I know. Cecilia says, I remember when I was young, I always had to stop myself from laughing when I was visiting someone in the hospital or I was at a funeral. I didn't find it funny, but it was just, yeah, it's just your reaction. Yeah, people have gotten hurt in front of me and I react by laughing, and I'm not laughing at them. It's just like this innate thing that just just happens. This is a little looser than I would like, which I can tell you how you fix that. You add more paper. That's one way, or retie it. But I think adding paper is probably the answer, personally. And it'll thicken up when you start adding like flips and tucks and pictures and things like that. I think these would be really cute, like quote journal or something too, but just a great little daily journal, maybe for the month of February. Or, you know, don't make a Valentine's one and make one for March, and you can make one for each month. I need to let my tabs dry more, but there it is. That's the basics of making a flowish tab journal. So that's what we made today. We also made this card. Really like the card. I want to make more of these. This one's going to be for my mom. But I love just all of this. I really do. I love that all the sides, everything is fully decorated. A texture with the ribbon. No stitching, but I still get to use my embroidery floss. So that's it, you guys. I am so glad y'all hung out with me today. I had so much fun with you. Crafty Owl, I have been loving your lives. If y'all don't know it, she's doing Tuesdays. I think she calls it two-step or two product. Sorry, Crafty Owl. I know I'll butcher the name. Terrible with names. But it's really cool. You always come up with good concepts. I'm glad you caught me too, Denise. Thank you. Oh, you connected with junk journalers in your area? Oh, and you're going to go meet them? That is so wonderful. I love that for you. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Crafty Tuesdays. Twos. Yeah, she's loving her stash and using things in her stash, and I think it's so cool. Oh, you were, Jesse? I wish you were still in San Antonio. Um, well, thank you guys. Thanks for being here with me. I hope you like these projects. You know, go back, follow along if you like, or now that I've maybe sparked your interest in tab binding, go down the rabbit hole and look up tab binding. You will find 4.7 million videos on YouTube about tab binding. I'm sure of it. I didn't invent it, so you can find more information about tab binding and find, you know, ways that people do it. You could use Fabri-Tac and lace, whatever you want. The longer I sit here, I remember that I wanted to use one of these. Sorry, this is how my lives go. Welcome to the party. Sometimes I'm about to go and then I remember something I wanted to do. I wanted to hang one of these little tags off of this Valentine's Day card string. Basically, I thought it would be really cute to have a dangling tag right there. Let me see if this cherub is better. Or it's not a cherub. It's Cupid. Oh, you guys, how are y'all doing on your no buys? I think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good. Much better than I did last month. I'll tell you that I'm starting to identify when I want to break my no buy. I want to break my no buy when I'm tired, when I've been working like 10-hour days. When I work a lot of hours, it makes me want to shop. And I think I'm doing it for like, I cannot find my crocodile. I just had it in this video. This is how lives go. But yeah, I want to break my no buy and I want to shop for things. I think for oxytocin, when I've been working too much. I think that's one way. So I have to watch myself when I'm working long hours, and I have to watch myself when I'm tired, or if I'm emotionally stressed. And so I think it's a pleasure thing, obviously. Where? That tool is not a small one. So there it is. How did I lose it? All right, here it is. So I share that with y'all because maybe those are things for you too. And you know, it's like, it's not a mystery. I've heard this kind of stuff all the time. I've always heard, one rule that I have had for myself for years is that I don't shop online between 10 p.m. and like 8 a.m. Because I think, you know, that's just a time when would probably be easy to make purchases that maybe I wouldn't make otherwise. So setting a time, like a curfew for yourself, can be a good thing. But, you know, honestly, one thing I'm finding is I should give myself at least one or a couple of allowances. Tired, sad, stressed are definitely your triggers, Kristen. Me too, 100%. You said it way better than I did. Tired, sad, and stressed. Yes. So we can't blame it on all those influencers. It's not all their fault. Yeah, I'm finding it is emotional. And another thing is what I'm watching about myself. These are so cute. I haven't even done anything. I just cut it out and put an eyelid on it. I mean, it's just, oh, we're going to have to decorate. Oh, gosh. Just when you thought you were getting rid of me. But I'm so glad I've been doing this no-buy because it makes me aware of that firsthand. So, like, I've always heard that from other people, but now that I'm doing it and I'm living it, it's even more obvious. Or, you know, I have a firsthand experience saying, yes, that's true. Like, I do need to watch it when I'm tired. I need to watch it when I'm sad or emotional. And I know that because I've taken the time to go through this. And the struggle is real. Obviously, the other times is when we see something really cute that we want. I mean, hello. There's a lot of joy in shopping for different reasons. Hugs. I know. Y'all thought I was leaving. I know, I did too. So, it's going well. It's going well. And I am thinking about extending it, my no-buy, but like, and here's why. Because I'm not perfect. I can't perfectly do a no-buy. And some of that is honestly, I'm really not just like blaming it on having a channel, but it really does have to do with that sometimes. So I can't be perfect, but I'm thinking about extending it because sometimes when I say I'm going to do a low buy, it's kind of ridiculous. It's not a low buy by any means. So maybe if I just say I'm still doing a no buy and I just buy a little, maybe that, I don't know. I'm still processing, obviously. Oh, look how cute this is. We could have a little hugs and love and a little cherub. I like the idea of our card having these little dangles on it. That's the fun about cards that you can deliver in person, is that they can have all the tricks. I think I need a ball pen for this. Here's one. I want this silver one. You guys, you might see these on your clothing that you buy. I always save those. I took my daughter shopping last weekend for new clothes, and a lot of her tags had these on them. I was like, I'll be taking those. She's like, for junk journals? Yes. Got a problem with that? Let's see. Wish I had another silver one. I have these colors. Oh, this card's probably going to drive my mom crazy. That's what daughters do. We drive our moms crazy, I think. Okay, that one's not going to work. Let me try to clip this on this way. Oh. Okay, let's just leave it at this. The hugs, I'll have to save the hugs. But isn't that fun on the front of a card? Could even secure it, but I like it right there. I could like secure it with a little dot of glue if I wanted. I think I'll do that. Aren't y'all glad we didn't leave? Hi, Marty. How you doing, hon? Eileen, hello. And Emily's here. Ooh, halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I heard that. I'm going to write that down. Uh-oh. There it is. That is, yeah. That is really good. So true. Okay, now this card is done because I wanted to put a little tag on it. I love this, you guys. So there's the card. A little Valentine's for my mom, who is so precious to me. And then we've got this little journal that now I just want to go through and decorate. Probably what I'll do is off camera, I'll go, because I'm sure y'all want to go. Y'all are probably like, yeah, Betty Penny, halt, please. I'm hungry and I got things to do. But I just want to go through and decorate this little journal now. You'll have to go back through. This is a no-sew journal. This signature really needs more pages. And see how I made it. I'm going to make a couple of videos today. Love this horse paper. Cheryl, I think you sent this to me. Or did Catherine send this to me? Oh, I've got some of this paper. Let me use this. Those horses are going to find their home one day, though. Let's see if this is too wide. No, it's not too wide. We can do that. This needs a couple of pages. It's just very loosey-goosey, the way it was tied together. Let's move this one down, this one up. That's better. I might go back and retie it too. I can do that later. But yeah, I think what I'll do, you guys, is decorate this and come back and just show it in like a flip through at a later date. Because it's not done, but it's cute. Bye, Linda. I'll see you later. I'm heading out too. You're going to go play with your oil pastels. I love oil pastels. Oh, Denise, housework. Boo. Not every Saturday, Eileen. And I don't schedule my lives because it kind of, at this point in my life, it's getting to this point that if I schedule a live, something is going to get crazy right before I go live. And then I have to muster the strength to do it anyways, because I'm not going to like not do it. So anyways, yeah, things just been a little bonkers lately. So I don't schedule lives. I do have a live Zoom with channel members once a month at the end of the month, so we can kind of do a show and tell of what we've made. And that I'll schedule, but otherwise it's a kind of a crapshoot, honestly. Wednesday mornings seem to be a common time, but it's not every Wednesday, and it really just depends. I hope one day, and one day it is going to happen. I'm going to get to a point in my life where I can schedule lives. I don't know about y'all, but 2024 is coming in so hot that it's just interesting, real interesting. I found a place for the hugs. Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, this is going to be fun. Oh, now I know what I want to do. I want to do one of these on each of the tabs so we can have hugs and love. And what does that other sentiment say? Kisses. Hugs, love, and kisses, maybe. Yeah, but I think it'd be fun to label each tab with one of these little hangies. All right, really, I'm going to do this later. But I love you guys. Hugs to you all. I hope you have a crafty, fun weekend. Do something that you enjoy. Give yourself a pedicure, a medicure. Oh, brother. A manicure. Do something that you really enjoy that you normally wouldn't do for yourself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a hot bubble bath this weekend. I've planned it. It's happening. Gladys, hello. I'm headed out. Cinnamon, I'm glad y'all are here. I'm not going to fully recap it, but I did make a no-sew journal and I made a card. So go back and catch the replay. You can see how I made these. You can hear everything that we were chatting about. And I love you guys so, so much. And I will see you next time. Bye.